Mamman Daura, Buhari's nephew, also hospitalized in London amid Buhari funeral preparations. This one has always been hospitalized in London since COVID-19, when Buhari still came on board. He was part of the people who they said he was living with Buhari when they had problem with Aisha as at that time. We know all the story and all of that. But since the fight, really escalated, I think they really advised themselves. Maybe they now moved out of Aso Rock when Nigerians were like, how can this man be in Aso Rock? What is he doing in Aso Rock? This and that. And they say, this man will say Buhari na 5 and 6, so Buhari cannot do without him. Even people felt that he was the one who was the one controlling the government as at that time, because we were told that whatever Buhari told him, or whatever he told Buhari then, was what he was going to do, which brought the quarrel between him and Aisha, the wife of Buhari. That time we saw the video when um, Aisha was telling one of the man students to leave the Aso Rock. Mamman Daura, nephew and longtime confidant of late former President Muhammadu Buhari, has been hospitalized in London as preparations intensify for the return and burial of the late Nigerian leader. Daura, a prominent figure within Buhari's inner circle, is said to be receiving medical treatment at an undisclosed hospital in the UK capital, where he is currently recuperating. The news of his death condition was confirmed in a statement released by the office of Vice President Kashim Shettima, who is presently in London to coordinate the repatriation of Buhari's remains. According to Shettima's media aide, Stanley Okocha, the vice president took time during his visit to meet with Daura. The vice president also visited the late president's nephew, Mamman Daura, who is recuperating in London hospital, the statement said. Daura illness comes just days after the passing of his nephew, President Muhammadu Buhari, who died on Sunday in London after a prolonged illness. The former president's body is scheduled to arrive in Nigeria, okay, which is July 15th, which is today, for burial in his hometown of Daura, Katsina State. Daura, a former journalist and influential member of Buhari's unofficial advisory circle, has long been regarded as a powerful behind-the-scenes figure during the late president's administration. Why details of his condition remain private, is always remaining private. Nobody can even advise themselves, even if you want to use foreign hospitals, but let it be of the same standard with what you have at home. Then it will not be a thing of preference. But even at that, if something is good, why can't you patronize your own? They will tell you, buy Nigeria, grow Nigeria. Then that one is going over and down now. Buy Nigeria, wear Nigeria, that is wearing Nigeria. And they ask him, what of a Tinubu that is going to hospitals for in abroad? They say, oh, go and ask the people appointed. They are the ones that will be able to answer that. But the other questions, you didn't refer us to them when Reno was being interviewed at Channel at Arise TV. Nigeria is a shame. Nigeria is a shame on our leaders. They will not even put their hospital in order. In order, any small sickness, they will fly to the UK for treatment. Very shameful thing for our Nigerian leaders. All of you are in London hospital assessing best healthcare for money's worth. Why? We can't even afford the worst one, which you left us here. As old as they are, like I said, they can't even advise themselves to do better things. Okay? Buhari was a very good man. The evil behind his reign was Mamman Bawara, his nephew, whose daughter, 22 years old without experience, took over Ngozi Iweala. Okay, you, that man that manipulated Buhari and made him to be labeled as a bad man, while you were in even one of in the black sheep like clock. Mamman are very wicked. Okay, Buhari begged for forgiveness because of you, because he later realized that he made his mistakes by allowing you to send him against the country. Really, because in a small picking. No, Mama Buhari, Mama Daura is that small picking. when they will not be telling you that oh, the people that the president surrounding says is that the one misleading him. Like seriously, what kind of excuse is that? No, tell me, what kind of excuse is that? What are these guys telling us? You mean that President Buhari's nephew, Mamman Daura, is also hospitalized in London as President Buhari's funeral is on the preparation? Chai, the devil is a liar. His nephew that should have stood for him is not even feeling well and is also in the London hospital after years of working and carrying your own prayer. Okay? When a medical attention is needed, you guys fly to London hospital using the Nigerian money to pay hospital bills. They will tell you, I'm not part of government. We hear you guys very, very well. So unfortunate. All of you in London, this London, those God has marked for destruction will never listen to prophets. They think money and power is everything. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.